Neglecting children, a lifelong pain you shouldn't overlook. Hi there. Today, let's sit down and talk about something you might not have thought about. But it's incredibly important: neglecting and emotionally ignoring children. At this point, you might think, I've never hit or scolded my child, that means I'm doing well. Right? But wait, sometimes not doing anything bad doesn't necessarily mean you're doing the right thing. Let's explore this together. Indifference and neglect, the silent abuser. Did you know that neglect and emotional indifference can sometimes leave deeper scars than outright forms of abuse? Like scolding or physical punishment. Sounds surprising, doesn't it? But the truth is, this silent form of abuse creates wounds that are harder to identify and heal. Imagine growing up in a family where your parents were always busy with work or consumed by things they deemed more important than you. You weren't yelled at, but you also weren't listened to. A child in that situation might silently wonder, did I do something wrong? Am I even important? That quiet pain grows with the child, impacting their emotional well-being and future relationships. Common types of neglect, do you recognize them? Lack of food, shelter, or clothing. This is the most obvious form of neglect. If a child doesn't have enough food or proper clothing or lives in an unclean environment, their basic needs are being overlooked. Emotional abandonment. Have you ever been with your child but your mind was preoccupied with emails or scrolling through your phone? Being physically present but emotionally absent can make a child feel abandoned. Not being a priority. When parents are consistently busy with work, hobbies, or other concerns, children quickly pick up on the fact that they're not a priority. This subtle neglect can deeply affect their sense of self-worth. Not being listened to. If your child asks questions or tries to share their thoughts but you ignore them or fail to engage, they may lose trust in expressing themselves. Over time, this can harm their confidence and ability to connect with others. Suppressing emotions. Do you often tell your child, stop crying? It's no big deal. Children need to have their emotions acknowledged, whether it's sadness, anger, or fear. Denying them this validation can teach them to suppress feelings, leading to long-term emotional struggles. Forced to act as the adult in the family. Sometimes, circumstances force the eldest child to become a parent substitute, taking care of younger siblings. Managing household chores. This overwhelming responsibility robs them of a normal childhood and stunts their emotional growth. Over-controlling parenting. It might sound contradictory, but being overly controlling is also a form of neglect. When parents don't allow children the freedom to explore or make decisions, they stifle the child's ability to think independently and develop self-awareness. What do children need from parents? Many people think emotional attention is just a bonus, but in reality, a child's emotional needs are just as critical as food and water. Children need love, attention, and emotional presence to grow into well-rounded individuals. When parents overlook these needs, children can lose confidence and may face challenges like depression, anxiety, or addiction later in life. How can you heal and improve? If you realize you might have overlooked some of these aspects, don't worry. What matters most is recognizing it and starting to change. Take time to truly listen to your child. Give them space to express their emotions. And make sure they always feel loved and cared for. Does this story resonate with you? If so, take a moment to reflect on how you engage with your child every day. We can all do better, and you certainly can too.